All right, so you know something is wrong because you're not where you want to be. So you're searching for this perfect entry strategy or this perfect indicator, but for some reason, you're skipping over market structure. Maybe because it's not sexy enough, maybe because it's not popular or a hot topic. But I'm telling you right now, this is the reason, or one of the big reasons why you are not where you want to be. So today I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to show you guys how to read market structure. By the end of this video, you should have enough confidence to actually be much better when it comes to market structure. So let's go. All right, so what is market structure? Well, let's go to Google. Google says market structure trading involves analyzing price action to identify trends, higher highs, lower lows, support resistance, consolidation phases to make disciplined trading decisions. So to boil it down, market structure basically is you looking for the direction of the market, okay? It's helping you understand what's happening now, okay? Right now. So one way to understand market structure is a simple higher high, higher low, vice versa if it's going down, lower lows, right? So let's go on the chart so I can show you guys quick examples. All right, so this is a simple way to look at market structure. This is called a trend, right? You're looking for higher highs, higher lows, and you basically want to go with the trend, right? It's very simple. Now, that's one way to look at the market. We are day traders. So when we are looking at the market, what time frame do we want to look at? Do we want to look at a daily chart? Okay. Do we want to look at the 4-hour chart, the 1-minute chart? Well, there isn't a black and white answer, okay? Whatever fits you, that's the best answer I can give you. But I'm gonna go over multiple ways to look at it, okay? And then at the end, I'm gonna show you guys how I look at it, okay? So let's go to the daily chart. All right, so this is the daily chart right here, and we know that the market is trending up, okay? So we can say, all right, the market is trending up. We wanna look for, possible entries to get in the market. And one way to do it is you can look for maybe the market breaking out a key level on a daily chart. So we know that the market is trending up right here. So let's say the market is right here, right? We see that the market is trending up. Okay, so we notice that for some reason it's having trouble around here, around here, around here. So one way we can look at the market is, okay, it's trending up, but you know what? Since we're having problems around that level, I'm gonna wait for it to break that level first. So let's mark down this level right here. And then we're gonna go to the 5-minute chart and we're gonna go from there. All right, here's the 5-minute chart, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for the market to break that level, okay? And then we're gonna look for a pullback. So notice how the market breaks this level, pulls back to this level, and we can get an entry anywhere around that pullback, okay, for continuations to the upside, okay? So this is one way you can play, the structure, because we know it's bullish. If for some reason having trouble passing this level, so we wait for the market to break this level. Once it breaks that level, we're looking for a pullback. Now, you see how it broke this level with a lot of force, a lot of volume behind it? That's what you really want, okay? You don't want it to barely break the level. So right here, it broke this level with a lot of force, pulled back to the level, and then we're looking for a continuation to the upside. Now, how you want to get in, this is not really an entry video, but basically you can look at a strong candle or some type of double bottom or double top at the level, okay? So let's go to another way you can look at market structure. All right, another way you can look at market structure is, okay, the market, we know is trending to the upside. We can just look at the daily chart and look at the swing lows, right? So is it the uptrend? So now we just look at the swing lows, right? Look for potential buying opportunities around these swing lows since we know the market's trending up, okay? And it's vice versa. If the market's trending down, we're looking for, levels at the swing highs. So right here, since the market's trending up, we can just, mark down these swing lows, these demand levels, and then we can go to the small time frame, which is the 5-minute chart. That's why I trade. Let's do that real quick. All right, so here's the daily level right here, and it hits that daily level, and you just basically, you can get in, again, with your favorite pattern. You can use level 2. You can use whatever you want to use to get in. Right here, we have a high or low. So right here, you can get in, and you'll look for your profits, okay? But again, this video is mainly just helping you with the structure, okay? So I just gave you guys 2 examples of just only looking at the daily chart. Only looking at the daily chart, looking at the daily chart for the trend, and then looking at the daily chart to mark down your levels, either as breaking a key support level or resistance level, looking for that pullback, or just marking down these swing lows only using the daily chart, okay? Now, so let's look at another way you can understand structure and you can get it into trades using this example. So let's go. All right, so here's another way to look at structure and to make a good educated decision, whether you want to trade this market. So right here, we have just plotting moving average that just helps you with the trend, right? So this is a 50 moving average. You don't have to use a moving average. You could use a trend line. You can just use simple higher highs, higher lows, right? But we're just going to plot in a moving average right here. This is the 50 moving average. And if the price is above the 50 moving average on the daily chart, okay, we're looking for longs. We go to the 4-hour chart, and the 4-hour chart, you see prices above, okay, the 50 moving average. Now we drop down to the 1-hour chart. Again, we see price above, okay, the 50 moving average. And then we drop down to our lower time frame where we're going to enter, and we see, again, price is above right here. Price is above the 50 moving average, okay? So now we're looking to go long because we have 4 time frames lining up telling us that the market is bullish. So this is another way to look at structure and to make sure that everything is lining up together to make a great decision. So right here, we have the 5-minute chart. You can look for the market to be above the 5-minute chart, and we do have a level that is basically respecting right here. And you can look for longs, again, looking for maybe a double bottom or a strong candle reacting to that level, and you're looking for, your profits. Usually I go for a 2-to-1, so 2 times my money, and go from there. Definitely if I'm trading a 5-minute chart. So far I gave you guys multiple ways to look at the structure so you can make great decisions when it comes to trading the market, right? So now I'm gonna break down how I look at the market and what time frame I use when I'm trading. So let's go. All right, so mainly I'm trading the NASDAQ, right? The examples that I showed you guys, they work. But the problem is if I'm trading NASDAQ, if I go to the daily chart, here's a good example right here. I'm on a daily chart and I'm trying to use a swing low on a daily chart, right? So we have a swing low right here. Boom. Okay. Now the next swing low would be right here. And the next swing low will be right here. So I want you to understand between here and here is 1 month. Okay. So we only have 1, 2, 3 swing lows. Okay. So to me, that's only like 3 opportunities in 1 month. So this is why I don't use a daily chart for day trading, because I'm not really going to get those daily opportunities every single day. I'm just not going to do it. Okay. And another reason why I don't use a daily chart for, my day trading is because if you look at this, this is the daily chart right here, guys. This is 1 bar right here. Okay. I want you to understand this is 1 bar. Okay. I just circled that bar. So let's go to the 5-minute chart. Let's look at that day. All right. So this is the day right here, guys. Right. Look at this downtrend. Okay. Downtrend on the 5-minute chart. Okay. Again, even this day right here, downtrend on the 5-minute chart. But if I go to the daily, let's go back to the daily chart. Okay. Guess what? The daily chart is in the uptrend. So this is where, for me personally, it makes sense for me to get my direction on the 5-minute chart, because the 5-minute chart is going to help me what's happening now. Okay. Yes, some days I do go against the higher time frame. And yes, some days will be losing days. But for the most part, I can be on the right side, because usually the 5-minute chart is going to line up with the daily chart for the most part. Okay. But certain days it's not going to line up with the daily chart. So let me show you guys good examples of how I'm using the 5-minute chart. All right. So on the 5-minute chart, I'm basically looking at the chart the same way I look at the daily chart. Okay. So I will look at these swing highs and swing lows for potential trading opportunities so I can basically take profits. So we can look for swing highs, swing lows, and so on when it comes to the market. Now, I want you to understand this structure right here, because most people really don't understand this. This is when it comes to market structure, okay? This structure right here I'm showing you is called a trend. This is called trend. And I want you to understand that the market is not doing this all the time. So this is the problem that I had when I first started out. Everyone shows you this, Okay, when they talk about market structure, they only talk about this: higher highs, higher lows. That's it. Okay, but I want to show you this first because this is a simple way to break down market structure. But I'm telling you right now, if you're only looking at market structure this way, you're gonna have a hard time. Okay, so to me, the market's not doing this all the time. Okay, it's doing 4 things: it's trending, it's ranging, it's reversing. So let's say we're in the trend right here, head and shoulders, boom, reversing, right? Or it's breaking out, and it breaks out, pull back, right? So these are the 4 states I'm looking at every single day. And the reason why I break it down like this is because when I was only looking at higher highs, higher lows, for some reason, I would get caught up when the market is ranging, because the market will give you trending opportunities, or it looks like trending opportunities, right? So you would see a higher high, higher low on a ranging market, but not to realize, boom, you're really trading right into that resistance zone and you get stopped out. So I'm gonna show you guys some quick examples right now. All right, guys, so here's a good example of a reversal market. Okay, we talked about the 4 different states. This is a reversal state. I'm gonna tell you why, because look at this. Every time it hits this level, for some reason, it's reacting to this level, right? So this is where the market opened, right here, okay? So before the market opened, I'm looking at this and I would say to myself, to me, the way I'm gonna treat this market, I'm gonna treat it like a reversal day, because it's, for some reason, every time it's hitting that level, it's reacting to that level, it's rejecting that level. So I'm gonna say today is more reversal day for me, and I'm gonna look for any type of reaction, right, around that level to basically take profits. Right? So this is more a reversal day. So let me show you guys more examples. All right, so the market right here is breaking out. So to me, I'm looking at this as a breakout market, and you could trade breakout markets so, different ways. You can basically trade the continuation of the breakout. You can trade as soon as it breaks out, or you get in when it pulls back. I like to get in a lot of times when it pulls back. So right here, okay, this pullback is a great opportunity, okay, to get in, because it pulled back not only at a supply level, okay, but basically, it went a little bit above it and it couldn't really close, right? So to me, this is a great opportunity to go short, right? So I know, all right, there's a breakout market. I'm just basically looking for that pullback for that continuation. So let me show you guys some more examples. All right, so right here, guys, to me, this look like a ranging market. So the way I would play this will basically be buy at the bottoms, sell at the highs, right? Because it's not really going nowhere. It's ranging, okay? So any opportunity at the highs, at the lows, to me, it's a opportunity to get in, because now I'm looking at the market and I'm like, okay, it's ranging. Okay, it's ranging. It's not really doing anything. Okay, every time it's hitting the highs, it's falling. Every time it's hitting the lows, it's going up. I wanted to participate in this at the highs and the lows. Okay, so this is how I'm looking at the market. I'm just breaking it down like this every single day. I'm looking at these swing highs, swing lows. What is it doing? Is it trending? Is it ranging? Is it breaking out? Does it look like it's reversing? What is it doing? So I can basically attack it and go from there. So let me show you guys some more examples. All right, so right here, guys, we have a trending market. What do we see? We just see lower lows all day, and then we see higher lows too. So we know that this is a trending market. So all I'm looking for is some type of pullback at any swing low right here. So this is a swing low right here. Any pullback around here is a opportunity to go short. Any pullback at a swing lows opportunities, and sometimes it will go to that supply zone right here, but sometimes it won't. So you have to either pick swing lows, swing highs, supplies, in the trending market, and you go from there. So right here, we had a nice, pretty much, I would say 1, 2 rejection, nice little continuation to the downside. So this is how I will look at the structure. Again, we're not really talking about entries, but basically this is how I will look at it and trade it. So this is how I'm looking at the market every single day. I'm gonna give you guys a couple more examples and then we're gonna wrap this up. All right, guys, so basically what we see, right? The market's trending up. So I just marked down my levels, right? We have a level right here. We have demand right here. So we're looking for that pullback, okay? And then we're looking for some type of reaction, and we're looking for the market to continue, okay? I hope you guys are getting the idea, because basically all I'm looking for is a 5-minute direction. And then from there, I'm looking to basically trade based on that 5-minute direction, and I'm going from there. All right, so this should give you enough confidence to back test, see the market much clearer, and then you go from there, right? So if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later, and have a great day.